Alright, welcome to my tank game update. As you can see, my tank still moves and shoots. The map is now generated through random tiles. So these two are player spawn tiles. This tile has a bunch of random blocks in it. Still got the AI. This tile has the power-ups in it and the enemy spawners. They'll have a waypoint in the center for the AIs to go through. They can pick up the power-ups, which after a couple seconds respawn. The player can also pick them up. There's 4 different ones. There's speed, fire rate, health, and max health. The generation of the level is able to be edited in multiple ways. You can change the rows and columns, the row width, the row height, and the seed. So if we give this, say, 4 rows and 4 columns and play again, now you see we're in a much larger grid system here. Here's our power-ups with our AI. The power-ups are just spread throughout the different power-up levels, or spawn areas anyway. And if we change the width and height, some interesting things happen. So now there's a 50 unit gap in between each room. So we just put that back. We can change the seed and which type of seed that the map generates. So if we change the seed from 500 to 200, it'll spawn them in a different order. This might be easier to show with less rows and columns here. That time, it, with the random seed, didn't generate a player spawn room, and it should do that every time. So if we change the seed again, this time it did spawn a player spawn. It also spawned 2 rooms that have the enemies. And if we change this to be random, it'll get a random seed. So it got 2,218. If we play again, it got 2,846. Or we can do map of the day, which will generate a map that lasts the entire day. Today's doesn't have a player spawn. If we make the rows and columns a little bigger, then the map of the day should have a player spawn. There we go. So there's enemies coming from over there, and every time that we load in, there should be enemies coming from over there, because it's the map of the day. Nothing is here before you hit play, so everything is generated on start. The project has a bunch of organization things. All the materials are in here, all the prefabs are in here. Got our obstacles, our power-ups, our rooms, our spawn points, the tanks and their little description, the scene that we're in. Got our scripts, which is game managers out here, and then we got our scripts that control picking up the power-ups, the scripts that control our tanks, the scripts that control the world generation, and all of my code is commented. just kind of go through real quick and show. It's all got a bunch of comments on it. There's a lot of scripts. Yeah. So I think that is about it.